would say from my...
Do you think that some of us want to look more feminine and others want...
Yeah, again, it depends on the person, right? Because you can, in any nationality, you can have some women maybe tomboyish or they don't care about makeup. Not every woman is into makeup. Some don't even care what they look like. It's very much their own personality, their own attitude, right? But I think in general, through my time in Asia, I think a lot of the Asian ladies, they love the makeup. Everybody wants to look pretty, feminine. They're very much into the beauty side, very much into the beauty and taking care of themselves, more so than what I experienced in the past in the Western countries. Although I do think in the West now it's improving a lot. Certainly the spa industry has grown the last couple of decades. And again, it's attitudes, it's mentality. Some people may see it as a luxury to go to spas and beauty salons. They're looking at it as vanity or a luxury. Yeah. Whereas for other people, it's a necessity. You know, we all want to look our best, regardless of... Yeah, and I like to emphasize sort of, it's all about... Okay, if people want to have injections, that's one thing, but it's all about making the most of what we have. We don't always necessarily need to look 20 years younger, but we can make the most of ourselves regardless of the age. Just take care of our skin. All comes from lifestyle, of course. It's not only the beauty treatments we're having or the makeup we're putting on, right?
Thank you for asserting this.
Yeah, it's the healthy lifestyle, what we're eating, what we're drinking, are we getting enough sleep, our water, hydration levels, medications. Too much sun exposure is one of the biggest aging factors out there. Too much alcohol and smoking can also age the skin. So it's a whole lifestyle. That's why my company...
the Spa Excellence.
Yes, Spa Excellence.
It's a new brand.
Yes, my company Spa Excellence. So it covers the whole... Apart from spa consulting and training and educating that we touched on earlier, I also do the holistic therapies. It's a holistic health and wellness lifestyle consultancy.
Okay, so this is the part of all the services that you have under Spa Excellence.
Yes.
I want to know more about the holistic therapy. How does it happen? And what can it do to a person who's very conscious about herself and about her looks?
Yeah, it depends what you want to achieve, really. But the term holistic, we're basically looking at the whole person as a whole, rather than just focusing on a skin issue and treating the skin issue, which of course we do if you come to us for treatments. But we also focus on the inner beauty, right? Bringing out the best in you, the confidence, the self-esteem, which I can also do with my coaching skills, because I'm also a trained coach. And NLP practitioner too, if you remember. But the term holistic, so we're treating the body as a whole, what we call the body, mind and soul. So somebody may have terrible skin issues, stress levels may be really high, they may be suffering from a lot of anxiety and stress, which seems to be a lot of people these days.
Yes.
So we also teach them how to de-stress, how to relax, how to handle their anxiety, through various breathing techniques, for example, meditations, aromatherapy treatments. There's so many things they can do.
That's a lot.
Aromatherapy, massage, there's so many different things.
You're a genie.
Exercise, yes, whatever. We give the consultation. If I was treating somebody for holistic therapies, for example, we would give a lifestyle consultation. And then I like to treat each client depending on their main concerns. I tap into whichever tools I have in my tool bag.
It sounds more like a boutique service.
Yes.
Like for each of your clients, it's different according to their needs and what they want to do to themselves. Right?
Yeah. So basically, each treatment program will be personally tailored to that client. It's all personalized. So we're not just doing the same thing on every client who walks in the door. Depends what they come to us for, whether they're coming for coaching, for healing. Healing, by the way, I also do Reiki and pranic healing for many, and EFT. I do a lot of things actually, but I won't complicate things.
That's
here.
why I call you a genie.
Yes.
You have that magic.
To bring out my different tools depending on what the client needs at the time. So I could do the coaching, training, healing, or even regarding the holistic therapies, as you mentioned earlier. As I said, we would do a customized consultation, look at the client's lifestyle, health, food, sleep patterns. We look at the whole thing, and then we would design a tailor-made program to suit that individual client.
I'm going to go a little bit offbeat. Now, let's talk about skincare.
Sure.
Give us some ideas how to prevent our skin from aging quickly, since we live in a region here which is quite hot. And in summer it's humid as well.
Very
it can
hot.
be terrible. So what are the ways? And dry as
a lot
well.
of the year. Yeah.
It rains only in winter, right?
Yeah.
So we want to know, how can we protect our skin from getting too many wrinkles, from getting too many
premature
aging, just because we are in a different climate. And people who are traveling all the time, in and out, they might have challenges of their own regarding their skin's health.
Yes. Sure.
So we need some guidelines and tips from your side.
Yeah, sure. So basically, what you're asking is for how to protect your skin against the environment, really.
Yeah.
We're living in quite a harsh environment here in the UAE, in Dubai, in the UAE. And also when I was in Hong Kong, a very harsh environment. There we had high pollution and very high humidity most of the year. Here is drier and I feel a little bit kinder. However, going back to your question, obviously number one is stay outdoors. Stay out of the sun. They do advise us to have a bit of sunlight these days to keep the vitamin D levels up. We do need some sun exposure. They recommend like 15 to 20 minutes a day, ironically. However, some people love the beach, so obviously we're not going to tell people how to live and not do, but just try to cut down on over excessive sun exposure. Use the sunblocks to protect your skin. Should be good high sun factor to protect from all the UVA, UVB and infrared rays. A lot of basic sunblocks you can buy on the market are just protecting only from UVA, not the UVB or the infrared rays, which are the more dangerous ones, because they penetrate to the deeper layers and damage the collagen production, which is found down in the dermis. So yes, definitely protect the skin. Try to avoid too much excessive sun exposure. Drink lots of water, of course. Staying hydrated is key. Ideally, don't smoke and no alcohol. Bit hard to tell people how to live, but everybody wants to enjoy their life, but just everything in moderation, I guess.
Yeah.
If we're wanting to look young, obviously it's up to the individual how they want to live. But if you're wanting to look young and youthful for a long time, smoking, alcohol, extra pollution, excessive sun exposure are all big aging factors. And of course, genetics also plays a big part.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, if we have good genetics, we can stay looking younger, longer, as long as we also take care of the skin. And of course, being in the beauty industry, we recommend people to come and have regular facial skin treatments. And we can do so many great things these days. We can treat every skin problem, every skin condition, big problem is pigmentation. Like acne, lines and wrinkles. We have a lot of wonderful machines. We can just about treat anything these days. And pamper you at the same time if needed. To help you to relax.
So now I want to know.
And sleep, of course, is very important.
Yeah.
Sleep and keeping good health.
For entrepreneurs, yes, because they are workaholics like me, and they keep on doing their stuff all the time that they feel so passionate about.
Yeah.
And they forget themselves, like I do. So we all need to take care of this. I want to know how young people who are just starting off with their career in beauty industry can benefit from your experiences, and what advice would you like to give them?
Definitely recommend it as a career, otherwise I wouldn't be still in it. I wouldn't be still in it. I think it's a great opportunity because it's not, as I've experienced myself, as I mentioned earlier, you don't have to just limit yourself to in the one beauty salon doing the beauty treatments. Okay, that's also great, you can do, but you can evolve after so many years experience. You can evolve into the train to become a manager or a trainer, you can go into the teaching. You know, there's various courses we can do to teach our profession, which I did in England many years ago. The City and Girls Further Education Teaching Certificate, to enable us to teach our own profession as well. I would say one of the most important things is make sure you go to do the proper full training, because a lot of people are trying to cut corners these days. What we find is a bit of a sensitive subject really, but a lot of spas and salons tend to they hire a lot of cheap labour that don't have the proper certifications or qualifications that we're supposed to have. So the standards do vary.
So you mean that people should go to
a reputable beauty school,
institution,
to
learn.
Yeah, I mean the qualifications we should have, ideally the top ones come from Switzerland, with Cedesco, what we call Cedesco, CIBTAC, some coming from the UK, BABTAC, ITEC, International Therapy Examination Council. There's some also MVQ certifications that they do from the UK colleges nowadays. Just make sure you're properly qualified and certified. It does take a lot of studying, at least 1 to 2 years full-time courses to get the top international certifications. We're not just putting on makeup like people think, or painting nails. We're actually studying almost the same as a nurse would. We have manuals and files like this,
big ones,
we have to learn all the anatomy and physiology of the whole body, not just the face, because we're also doing body treatments, remember? Yeah. We're working with machines, we're also doing massage. So we're not only learning the superficial, it's not only practical. In the college you would do, you would do half a day practical, half a day theory every day with weekly examinations.
That's intensive.
Very intensive. We have to learn every system of the body, the circulatory system, lymphatic system. I remember even having to draw a picture of the heart for my exam at college, because it's part of the circulatory system, of course, the cardiovascular, and all the blood, every cell, every bone, every muscle in the body we have to know. It's very, very complex actually, which is where it tends to screen out the people who are serious and the ones who are not serious. The ones, I remember when I was back at college, the ones who thought it was really easy and glamorous soon left when they saw the amount of studying that we had to do.
That's where commitment comes
in.
Yeah,
very much, because I was also stressed out myself at times. I remember thinking, oh my God, why do I need to know this, But I just knew it was what I wanted to do, so I really kept on persevering and studying hard to pass the exams. But it was quite stressful. It wasn't always easy.
Like all studies.
We had a very strict college principal, but mentioning no names in case she's watching. However, now I do. Looking back, I do value that strict training, because it's made me also, when I go out to work with people, or even in my own salon, you keep up that professionalism, because it's how I like to work. Keep up the professionalism, and so going back to your question, just to make sure they get really properly trained and certified, that will help them get ahead. And then, of course, apart from our initial certifications, of course, as we go along and gain more years experience, we have to also constantly keep updating ourselves, because there's always, as I mentioned earlier, there's always new treatments, new products, new machines and equipment, new technologies to learn, lasers and things we have to learn. So it's really good to keep yourself updated. Additional education, it's ongoing education, and we get more certificates, take more certificates, more training as we go along,
because
and advance in the career.
A lot of systems are being updated all the time, technology is evolving all the time.
Sure.
So with that, new things are coming in, and beauty experts need to update their knowledge all the time.
Yes, yeah.
It's not just about creams.
Exactly. No, even myself, of course, wherever I go, if I'm doing some consulting or joining a new company, or even in my own salon, my own business, you always still have to keep up to date with all the latest products, machines.
Yeah.
But because the clients will start asking for it. If you don't have it, they'll be asking you for it soon. So you have to, and also to keep in line with your competitors as well, right?
True.
Keep
So,
up to date.
ladies and gentlemen, Gillian has a big sack of experiences that you can make use of to build your career. She can be a great mentor, and she believes in giving away the best she has to empower others as an entrepreneur. If you want to get in touch with her, do visit her website or find her all over the social media with her name, Gillian Elsworth. Thank you, Gillian.
The website is gillianelsworth.com, right?
Great. We will give the website address below.
Okay, later, yeah.
We will, yes. Thank you so much for being with us. You added value to today's episode, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Nousheen, for bringing me in. I've really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
You're a wonderful person too. Thank you.
care.
Thank you.